Hello everybody, and welcome back to a new reading vlog. This vlog is probably going to take place the same as my last one, where I do a one vlog for the whole month. That's just because, again, school is kind of crazy right now, and like last month, I don't think I'm going to be reading a ton. At least not enough to be doing weekly vlogs. So I will be doing one monthly vlog to chronicle my reading for Gothtober Readathon and Spookthon, which I'm very excited about. Last night I finally started a book. I finally started to read Heart of the Fae by Emma Hamm. This is a adult fantasy series following our main character Sorsha, who makes a deal with the Fae in order to help protect her village from the plague. And in doing so, she has to go and search out this new disgraced prince whose throne was taken from him in order to save her village from the plague. I'm super excited about this. I can't wait to get more into it. I read about 40 pages last night in a bath, and it was beautiful. It's the 7th of October, by the way. I forgot to mention that. So 7 days in, finally starting my first book. I'm excited and can't wait to get more into this. I'm about to start work for the evening, and then I have to write an essay. I have to analyze a information journal and do an evaluation for it. It's about 3,000 words, which I'm excited for, but not excited for because it's due at 5 o'clock tomorrow and I haven't started yet. We're partway through October and I haven't procrastinated up until now, so I should be very proud of myself. But regardless, I still do need to get that done. Hello everybody. So today is Monday, October 11th. It is holiday Monday here in Canada for Thanksgiving. And today's been a very productive day. I didn't expect it to be because I spent pretty much all day yesterday in bed watching Stranger Things. Being entirely unproductive, but I feel like it needed it. My body needed the rest. So I'm glad that I took it. Today I decided to get up and film my October Plan With Me video, which should be going up this week, so I'll leave it linked in this video's cards and in the description because it will be out by the time that this video goes up, most likely. And I really enjoyed it. I think it went really well. I also got some work done, which I wasn't planning on doing because it's a holiday, but then I remembered that I still work 3 days this week, and Monday is usually one of my days off where I spend the majority of the day doing schoolwork, so I decided to do at least a little bit today, and I'm very glad that I did. And I made dinner, and then I decided to take a bath, and I was really in the mood to read, but I wasn't in the mood to read Heart of the Fae. I was just really into a straight contemporary romance right now, and so I ended up picking up The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling, and guys, I finished this in the bathtub. I read this in one sitting. It was fantastic. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. This follows our main character Vivi, who is a newbie witch. Her mother raised her without really any knowledge of being a witch, and as she's in her university days, she ends up living majority of her time with her Aunt Elaine and her sister Gwen, or her cousin Gwen, who are full-blown witches, and ends up going to a witchy school in her town. She ends up getting her heart broken by a member of the founding family, which is actually from Wales, of the city, or the town, and he leaves and breaks her heart, and she drunkenly in the bath decides to curse him. 9 years later, he has to come back for the first time since that summer. They are grown adults, and he has to come back in order to recharge the ley lines that provide magic to this town, as he is a member of the founding family. And they find out that potentially that curse that wasn't a curse may have actually done a lot more damage than they thought. And they have to work together to save both the town and Reese, the main character, they're the main love interest's life. This was fantastic. I really loved it. It gave me real, like a simultaneous like vibe of like Bewitched style witches, which was really fun. And also the town gave me huge like Mystic Falls mixed with like Stars Hollow vibes. Like they go all out for Halloween, they go into the witchy vibe, and it just seemed so fun. There was a school setting which was really fun, there were ghosts, there was magic, obviously, witches, and a lot of really great romance. This is an enemies to lovers story, obviously, and I just absolutely loved it, as you can tell from me flying through it in one sitting. I absolutely adored this. This was such a much needed book for me right now, because as you guys can probably imagine, I've been in quite a reading slump lately since school started, and this just really revived me. I feel really good about reading this. This wasn't on my TBR, but I found out that I can actually use this as my first book for Spoopathon, because my first prompt was to read a book with a black cover, which this is. So I'm still going to read Ninth House, which was the book I was originally going to use for this prompt, but now I can cross off my first book for Spoopathon, which is really exciting. This one ended up having 125 points for me, 25 points for the actual book, and then 50 points each for it being spooky and a book that was recommended to me. I'm super excited about this. I really want more. I want a sequel right now, and this is making me want to go order Payback's a Witch, which is the other witchy book that came out recently, another contemporary romance, so I might go do that. Either way, I'm super happy with this. This really helped revive me tonight, and I am ready for another week to come at me, see what happens. I'm still going to continue reading Heart of the Fae, but there you go. That's a little update for you guys. I updated my bullet journal already. I updated the Spoopathon tracker, and now I'm going to update my computer and go play some Stardew Valley, I think. Sounds like a pretty good evening. Hello everybody. So today is Tuesday, October 12th. I just finished up doing my work for today, and I'm feeling a little tired, but I wanted to get some more reading done because I'm still in a reading mood, and so I've decided I'm going to go take a bath, and I'm going to read Mooncakes by Wendy Zhu, Suzanne Walker, and Jomad Gill. I'm very excited about this. I've been looking forward to this for so long. The art style is just beautiful and autumnal, and it's queer, it's diverse, and it is a spooky story following a witch, a werewolf, and other supernatural creatures, and I'm just very excited to read this. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm also gonna bring my copy of Heart of the Fae with me into the bath, and if I finish this quickly enough, I might read a bit more of that, but we shall see. I am definitely aiming to just read and finish this, so let's go do that, and then I'm gonna shower and get ready for tomorrow. Again. So it's a bit later now, and I finished reading Mooncakes by Suzanne Walker, Wendy Zhu, and Jomad Gill. This was incredible. I loved the fall vibes. You guys could see I posted a couple pictures of some of the images in it. It's just so gorgeously animated, or it's so gorgeously drawn and illustrated. I can't quite get over it. I'm looking for a specific thing to show you because it's adorable. Where are they? Okay, I found it. Look at how beautiful the illustrations are for these spirits and different magical creatures. How gorgeous are they? Just absolutely stunning. And I just can't get over how much I love all the illustrations. Also, look at that like teapot set. I want it. Anyway, this was beautiful. It was a great queer story. It had non-binary rep, it had disability rep, it had sapphic rep. It was just an absolute joy to read. Definitely recommend it during spooky season, but also it's a great read just in general. Really uplifting and a heartwarming read, and I adored it. That is all. Hi all. It is Thursday, October 14th. And today I have some book mail, which I'm very excited about. I don't remember what this is, so we're gonna learn together. think these must be pre-orders or something of the sort. Oh no, it's these ones. Okay, so I ended up picking up Witch Please by Anne Aguirre. This is again, like spooky Halloween Bewitched style witchy rom-com. Super excited. And I ended up picking up Payback's a Witch by Lana Harper. This one I've been seeing everywhere. And this is a amazingly queer witchy rom-com, and I'm excited about both of these after reading the X-Hex. Definitely gonna be adding these to my TBR, so very exciting. And we shall start one of these probably tonight, so that's exciting. Today I am about to start work for the evening. I just picked up some Starbucks and took Tyler to work, so I'm going to be sitting down to do some work tonight. And I desperately need to finish a assignment for tonight because it is actually due at midnight. This is the first time that I'm submitting an assignment not like 4 days in advance for this term, which sucks. So really need to get that done. And yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna do great. It's gonna be a busy night, but it'll be worth it. So let's get ourselves organized and get to work. Hello everybody, today is Monday, October 18th, and I am going to get some shit done today. So I woke up this morning feeling pretty crappy, not really wanting to do much, but then I realized it was a bones day, if you know what I'm talking about. That's amazing. But regardless, I decided I wanted to be productive today. As you guys saw from earlier parts of the video, I started reading Payback's a Witch by Lana Harper. I am about 120 pages in so far, and I'm really enjoying it. This tells the story of Emmy, who is a witch who has left her home and not dealt with magic in almost 9 years, but she's called back home for the tradition of being the arbiter of these competition challenges that the founding families of this town go through every few years in order to determine who's going to be like the magical mayor and have rule over the magical element of the town. Her family has been arbiters of this event since the town was founded, as her ancestor was one of the founders, and she kind of has to act as host. She's not excited about running into her first true love, Gareth, who's one of the other sons of the founding families, especially when she finds out that Gareth had also been dating and screwed over her best friend from childhood, Lyndon, another child of a founding family, and Talia, who is another child of a founding family. The three girls end up getting together to kind of destroy his hopes of winning this challenge and to take it for themselves. And along the way, Emmy and Talia end up having sparks fly. So it is a queer, witchy rom-com that I am very excited. It gives me major John Tucker Must Die vibes, but at the end, two of the girls get together, so I'm excited about this. I am really enjoying it. The only thing that sucks is that my print is kind of like faded, like the writing, the actual printing is faded, so it's kind of hard for me to read, which is unfortunate, but I am really enjoying it. It's been a really fun read. I'm hoping to finish this off either tonight or tomorrow. Hello all, so it's much later now, it's about 9:30, but I finished both of my assignments and then I kind of went on a roll. I started listening to the audiobook of Ghost Boys by Jewel Parker Rhodes, which was my book club pick for the month this month, and my audiobook pick, and it was absolutely stunning. It was only 3 hours long and I listened on double speed, so I listened to it in an hour and a half, but I just did like cleaning and stuff, and I was on a roll feeling good about that, so I decided to listen to the audiobook while I did so, because I knew it was going to take me a while. I cleaned my entire bathroom, I cleaned my whole kitchen, I finished all my laundry. Like, I've been productive. But the actual book itself was absolutely stunning. It was a middle grade story about this young boy named Jerome, who is killed by the police. He's 12 years old after playing with a toy gun, and he ends up telling the story dually from the day he died, during the alive chapters leading up to his death, and then it alternated with chapters of him while he's dead and living as a ghost, or existing as a ghost, following the hearing to determine whether or not charges should be laid against the officer that killed him, or and also interacting with the officer's daughter, who's the only person that can see him. He also is being followed by the ghost of Emmett Till, who in the 1940s was murdered simply for being black and existing in a white space, and inspired the civil rights movement, and is followed by Emmett and a bunch of other boys who were killed and exist as ghost boys. This book was fantastic. It was very heart-wrenching, very raw, which I say quite a bit, but it is deals with very hard topics, obviously, including racism and police brutality, but deals with it in a way that is very appropriate for kids, I should say. It was incredibly well done. It even acknowledges that some people don't think talking about racism and police brutality is an appropriate subject for kids, but it inverts that in quite a interesting way, which I really appreciated. But it was stunning. I can't wait to talk about it with my book club at the end of the week. It's going to be a good discussion. But that's book number 3 done for this month. It's actually the book that I planned on ending Spoopathon with, but I had to read it early because the book club meeting is happening. So let's take a look here. This is fulfilling the prompt on Spoopathon for reading a diverse rep and reading it after dark, because I listened to the entire audiobook after the sunset. So that's exciting. That's complete. I'm going to check off that I finished the black cover prompt for Spoopathon, because I did when I read the X-Hex. I didn't intend for that to be the book, but I did finish it, so that prompt is technically done. The X-Hex was also spooky, so it had enough points to open the door to get to the autumnal prompt, which I'm using for Heart of the Fae. So I basically just had to finish Heart of the Fae and I'm done Spoopathon, which is exciting. And then in terms of Gothtober, this doesn't really count for anything, unfortunately, or it counts for a book with BIPOC rep, but I've already completed that with Mooncakes. So, but Mooncakes fits for LGBTQ plus rep as well, so there's a chance it could count, but I'm not counting it because I have other books that I want to read for that. But I'm going to finish filling this out super quick, and then I'm going to go take a bath because it's so early in the night, and read more of Payback's the Witch and try to maybe finish it tonight. That would be exciting. Today's a no bones day, so I started my day off with some Animal Crossing, and I've been having a great time with that. While I've been listening, I actually found an audiobook version of The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, which is on my TBR. It is my buzzword pick for the month, because the month of October, you're meant to pick a buzzword that is elements themed, and this one has the ocean in the title, so going with The Ocean at the End of the Lane. I've been enjoying it so far. It's really interesting listening to this audiobook. The audiobook is about 6 hours long, I believe, so it'll take me 3 hours to get through it on double speed, and I've been really enjoying it. I've been playing along with Animal Crossing. I'm about to switch over to Stardew, and it's been great. I also brought over my iPad into the living room because I've been hanging out in there to do so. And I've been listening, or I have it ready with all of my readings that I want to get done today written on it, which is exciting. And then I'm going to get all my readings done at the very least today. As soon as I'm done listening to this audiobook, I'm going to sit and do the readings, Hello, it's later now. It is about 7:30 and I just finished listening to The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I really enjoyed this. I kind of took myself out of the audiobook a little bit at certain times, but it was narrated gorgeously. Neil Gaiman narrated it himself and he's just a very masterful storyteller. I'm still kind of like perplexed by the ending. I still need to think about it, but I think I ended up giving this a 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it. It was above average. But it wasn't my favorite from him. I think Coraline is still up there for me as being my favorite Neil Gaiman. But I really enjoyed this, and I'm very excited to have finally finished it. In terms of readathon progress now, let's take a look. I don't think I used it for any of my prompts. But it does have a very autumnal cover with like the woods and the dark blues and stuff like that. So, and like the cat and everything like that in it. So I may change this up and make this my autumnal cover prompt, which means I would be done Spoopathon. I'm gonna go with it right now and say that I finished it because I'm very excited about that. And then, yeah, I'm super pumped about that. So that's exciting. It is my 4th book finished for the month, which is the most I've read since July, which is insane to me. But I'm very excited about it, so that's nice. Like I said, it's about 7:30. I ended up playing a bit of Stardew as well as Animal Crossing while I listened to the audiobook. And now I'm going to get some readings done for school to just get a bit of work done. Before I do that, though, I'm going to go prep my soup because I'm making potato soup tonight. Get that done and on the stove and ready for when I get hungry. And yeah, tonight's been going quite well. For it being a no bones day, it's going quite well. I am just going to fill up my bullet journal and then I will update you guys when I have more info later. Hello, everybody. It is about 11 a.m. on Friday, October 22nd, and I just wanted to come on here and update you guys because I finished another book. Last night I decided to have a bath, and I ended up finishing Payback's a Witch by Lana Harper. I really ended up enjoying this. The last third of this book just flew by. I was so excited because the romance was kind of coming to a head. And there was a bit of conflict. The final challenge for this gauntlet was happening, and it was just so much was happening at the same time. But I really enjoyed it. Overall, I ended up giving this a 5 out of 5 stars. I highly, highly recommend it for anybody who loves witchy sapphic books. Again, it's basically John Tucker Must Die, but with witches, and 2 of the girls end up together at the end. It was just absolutely great. I loved obviously the queer representation. I loved all of the characters. I loved the spooky vibes, and I just want more from this series, which I just found out there's going to be another one. One of the main characters in this is Lyndon Thorne, sorry. She is the daughter of the one founding family, the Thornes, and another character is Talia Avramov, who is another daughter of a different founder. There was a little bit of conflict between 2 of the side characters, which I thought was interesting, and now I just found out that there's actually going to be a 2nd book called From Bad to Cursed, expected to come out in May of next year, and it is featuring these 2 characters' siblings, which there's a little bit of conflict with them in this, so super excited. I'm very, very happy that there's going to be a 2nd book, and it's going to be so much fun. I'm hoping for this to become a great series, and I'm just super happy with it. So that is another book down. That's my 5th book read for this month, which I'm super proud of. Another one not from the TBR, but that's fine. Hello, everybody. Today is Sunday, October 31st. Happy Halloween. I don't think I'm going to be finishing another book today, if I'm being quite honest. It's 3:30. I'm just getting my day started. I have an assignment to finish because it's due tomorrow, and I still haven't finished it yet. And I think I'm just going to be focusing on that, and then having a spooky night. That's my plan. I need to do my Halloween Animal Crossing event. I need to watch spooky movies. And I need to just chill for the rest of today. I definitely don't think I'm going to be finishing another book, but hey, who knows? I could change my mind. We shall see. But either way, I'm going to take you along with me today. and round out this vlog. So it's like 9 o'clock. I'm still working on this assignment. I've been going pretty much straight since 3:30. I didn't expect it to take me this long, but regardless, I'm almost done. I have my reflection to do on the entire experience, and then I'm done. Thank God. This one's been one of the worst ones I think I've ever had to do. It was just so tedious, like so tedious, but whatever, it's almost done. And then I'm free to enjoy the rest of my Halloween. I am going to do my Animal Crossing first, make some dinner, because I haven't eaten yet, except for cereal this morning. We're just gonna have like leftover spaghetti and like pasta, that kind of thing, easy dinner. And then we're gonna watch at least one scary movie. Or Halloween movie. I don't know if it's gonna be scary. I really want to watch Scream, and I want to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. Tyler wants to watch a musical, so who knows? We're gonna figure it out. I'm very excited, and it's gonna be a good time. It's reading week this week, so that's exciting. I still will probably do my wrap up tomorrow morning about what books I read this month and how I did on my readathons and stuff like that. I'm definitely not going to be reading another book in the next 3 hours, so that's done. But I'm still on the fence about NaNoWriMo starting tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do is do NaNoWriMo, but I'm going to include all of my schoolwork writing in my word count. Because I'm going to be writing a lot in the next month, but not necessarily for the book. So I'm going to try and do as much writing for the book as I can, but I'm going to count my schoolwork so that I don't make way too much work for myself, stress myself out, and therefore do bad in my assignments. But I want to participate, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Either that or I'm going to do the outline version with a different story like I did in April's Camp Nano for this last project I started. Either way, I'm going to do something, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, anyway, that's my update right now, and I'm gonna get some more stuff done. Hello everybody, it is technically Monday, November the 1st, and so here I am to wrap up my October reading vlog. I'd say this month was a success. I read 5 books, which I'm very proud of, considering I am in school and I typically don't read much while I'm in school. And all of them were quite spooky, so I'm quite happy with that. I did not finish all of my Gothtober prompts, but I did complete Spoopathon and I escaped the haunted house, which I'm quite proud of myself for. But without further ado, let's just wrap up these books. First up, I read The X-Hex by Erin Sterling, and I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. Next up, I read Mooncakes by Suzanne Walker, and I gave this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Next up, I listened to the audiobook of Ghost Boys by Jewel Parker Rhodes, and I gave that a 4 out of 5 stars. Next up, I listened to the audiobook of The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, and I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. And then finally, I read Payback's the Witch by Lana Harper, and I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. It was all quite witchy and spooky, and just what I needed this October. It really helped get me through, which I'm very happy about. But like I said, overall, it was a really good reading month, and I'm quite proud of what I did. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, because it really does help support my channel, and if you're new here, please subscribe. I put out new bookish and writing videos every week. I will be vlogging for NaNoWriMo, so look forward to those vlogs in the next month, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day.